Good morning, student. Today we will discuss our 7th unit, test, measurement and evaluation. Test. In scientific term, test is an instrument or tool used to obtain data on specific trait or characteristic of an individual. For example, weighing machine, measuring tape, thermometers, etc. These are the tools, these are the instruments which we use to obtain a which we use to obtain a data. So we can say that test, it is an instrument or tools used to obtain a data on specific trait or characteristic. For example, to obtain a data of weight, we use weighing machine. To measure the flexibility, we use flexometers. To measure the height, we use the instrument called stadiometers. For for bone for bone length, we use bone calipers. These are the instruments which we use to obtain a data, and the test is required for all the measurement. Test is required for all the measurement. Without test, measurement is not possible. A good test should be simple, and should be simple and measured for which it is used. It should be simple, accurate and easy to administer. Next is measurement. Measurement is a reading which we get from the test. Whatever the reading which we get from test is known as measurement. And test, it is always in number form. It is in quantitative form. It is a raw score which we get from the test. Or we can say it consists of measurement, consists of numerical value or scientific score by expert and also known as raw score. Measurement, it is a raw score which we get from the test. Without test, measurement is not possible. For example, for measuring the weight, weighing machine is a test, and the result through which we get from the test, that is through weighing machine, that is your weight 50 kg, it is a measurement. The result, the reading which we get from the test is known as measurement. For example, the 50 kg, it's a measurement. Evaluation. Evaluation is a subjective judgment, analysis of data based on interpretation or analysis of data which we gain from the test. So, for evaluation, test and measurement are prerequisites. Evaluation tells the worth of progress of the individual. Evaluation is basically based on subjective judgment. It is basically a subjective judgment based on interpretations or analysis of data which we get from the test. In evaluation, there are two processes. First, we compare the data which we get from the test with some standard norms, and second, we make a decision or announcement of evaluation on the base of finding. Okay, in evaluation there are two steps. First, we compare the data with some standard norms, and after comparing we make a decision. It is interpretation, analyze and judgment of data obtained from the test. So this is the meaning of test, measurement and evaluation. Test, it is an instrument or tool. Test is an instrument or tools which we use to obtain a data on specific trait or characteristic. For example, weighing machine, measuring tape, question paper, etc. These are the tests, and test should measure the quality for which it is used, and it should be simple, accurate, and easy to administer. Measurement is the reading which we get from the test. It is a raw score which we get from the test. It is a raw score, always in number form. For example, through weighing machine we get 50 kg. Through statometers we get a height of a person of 500 centimeters, etc. Evaluation is a subjective judgment based on analysis and interpretation of data. Whatever the data which we get from the test, we make we make the judgment, interpretation, analysis of that data. In evaluation, there are two steps. First, we make the comparisons of data with some standard norms, and after that, we make a conclusion on the base of evaluation, on the base of finding. What are the importance of tests and measurement in sports? The importance of test, measurement, and evaluations cannot be counted. There are numerous important reasons of using measurement and evaluations procedures in physical education and sport. First is, tests and measurement help in classifications of sports person. As the coach, if the coach or teachers wants to classify the student into various groups, then tests and measurement help in the classifications of sports person into various groups. For example, in group, the classification may be based on age, sex, body size, that is body weight, height, skill of a person, interest, his physical fitness, etc. We can classify the person into various groups. Selections of sports person. Tests and measurement help in selection of sports and measurement through testing. These are used for select few participants for various category of sports activity based on scientific criteria. We make the testing, we make the measurement of a sports persons so that we can select the best player for the competition. Testing of training effect. We can test the training effect of the sports persons. Before giving training, we can test their fitness, physical fitness, and after giving the training, after some time, then again measuring their physical fitness, and it enables the teachers or coach to notice, to find out the improvement among the student through training before and afters. Okay, testing of training effect. Before giving training, we test their physical fitness, and after giving training, we again test their fitness, so we can find out the improvement among the student. Next is individualizations of training program. The test and measurement evaluations helps in individualizations of training program, because every persons are different. We have to use different training methods. So with the help of test and measurement evaluations, we can individualize the training program according to the needs of the student, so that best improvement can be done. Motivations of sports person. Without test and measurement evaluations, the teachers, instructors in physical educations become quite boring, because they don't know their does not because they does not know their improvement. They don't know about their improvement. Therefore it become quite boring, and also the teachers does not get how does not know, student does not know the feedback, know their improvement. Therefore it is boring. But test and measurement helps the student to motivate. It's help the teachers to motivate the students, develop interest among the student, also encourage student to work harder for improvement of their performance level to achieve goal and objective specifically. This helps the student to understand the goal of the program. With the help of tests and measurement, the student know the goals of the programs, and it helps the student to find out whether the specific goal and objective have been achieved or not. Study the development of sports person. Tests and measurements helps to study the development of a sports person related to his organic development, neuromuscular development, interpretive development, social and emotional development, etc. Through tests and measurement, we can study about their development. To prepare standards or norms through tests and measurement. Through tests and measurement, we can the measurement and evaluation process is used to conduct standards or norms. It's help in making the standards or norms of performance expected from the particular group. Predict performance potential. The talented selection in sports and coaching of a team in various sports is gradually improved by predicting the future potential of a sports person. Compared to compares and evaluations of training methods. Physical test measurement evaluations help in comparing the training methods and find out which training methods is best for the category, for different category. To conduct research work, it's help tests and measurements help in collecting the data through which we can do our research work. It is a tools which enable the researcher to obtain a data to study. These are the importance of test, measurement and evaluations in sports. The first is classifications of sports person through test and measurement. We can classify the sports persons into various groups. Selections of sports persons from a various group. Through test and measurement, we can select the team. We can select the player. Testing or training effect. We can test the training effect. We can test before giving training, and after giving the training, then again testing the physical fitness, so that we can know the progress. Individualizations of training program. Every individuals need different training methods, so through test and measurement we can individualize the training program according to their needs. Motivations of sports persons. Through test and measurement, they know we can give through test and measurement we can motivate the sports persons by giving feedback of their performance, which motivate to achieve goal. Through test and measurement, it's help to understand the goal. Through test and measurement we understand the goal and helps to achieve that goal. Study the development of sports person. Prepare standards or norms. It's help to prepare the standards and norms. Predict performance. Through test and measurement, we can predict their performance. Compare and evaluations of training methods. We can compare the training methods, different training methods, and find out which training methods is good for that group. Conducting research work through tests and measurement, we can obtain a data through which we can make a research. These are the some importance of test and measurement. Next is body mass index. Body mass index. Body mass index. Body mass index. Index was formulated by Belgian Quetelet. This fitness testing is used to measure the compositions of is used to measure body compositions on the base of weight and height. Okay, body mass index is used to measure the body composition on the base of weight and height. BMI helps to know whether you are overweight, normal weight, and underweight, and according to that you can do a workout, take a diet according to that, etc., to maintain your body weight. This is about the body mass index. Body mass index is used to measure the body composition on the base of weight and height, in which you take the weight in kg, you take the weight in kg or gram, and height in meters or centimeters. Weight upon height into height. This is the formula for calculating the body mass index, and according to that you can do the workout, balanced diet, etc. The purpose of BMI is to measure the general health of an individual. Okay, body mass index is used to measure the general health of an individual through body composition. How to administer? The first, we have to find out the body of a person's in kg or gram, and his weight in weight, his weight in kg or gram, and height in meters or centimeters. Then BMI is equal to weight upon height into height. Weight upon height into height. This is the method. For instance, if your weight is 1.82 meters and your weight is 70 kg, then your BMI is 21 upon 7.5 into 3.25. Okay, this is the method to calculate the body mass index. And this, the body mass index is compared with this, it is compared, your BMI is compared with this norms. If your BMI is less than 20 for men, if your BMI is less than 20, you are underweight. If 20 to 25, you are healthy. 26 to 30 means you are overweight. And if your body mass index is more than 30, means you are obese. And for women, if BMI is less than 19, means you are underweight. 19 to 24 means is healthy. And if BMI is 25 to 30, means she is overweight. And if more than 30, means she is obese. This is the norms to compare the BMI and find out whether you are underweight, overweight, or obese, or in healthy range. This is about the body mass index. Okay, body mass index is used to measure the body compositions on the base of weight upon height, weight is taken in kg or gram, and height in meter or centimeter. Weight upon height into height. The purpose is to measure the general health of the body compositions. And the BMI, after finding out the body mass index, we compare the BMI, we compare the body mass index with these norms. Waist hip ratio, WHR. Waist hip ratio, it is the ratio of circumference of waist to that of circumference of hip. The purpose of waist hip ratio is to determine the ratio of circumference of waist to that hip. How you will administer? First, it is calculated by a smaller circumference. A smaller circumference, you take the circumference of the waist, and then circumference of the waist or hip. Okay, first find out the circumference, smallest circumference of the waist, and divide by the hip circumference, that is widest part of the buttock or hip, widest part. And this ratio is applied both to men and women. And if BMI evaluation of this waist hip ratio, it is a good indicators of health and attractiveness of a person, his physical attractiveness, his personality. If the ratio of WHR is 0.6, 0.7, it is considered that the woman is good and healthy. And for men, if WHR is 0.9, it means he is healthy, and these persons have less chance of health problems like diabetes, cardio disorders, cancers, etc. The persons is also look more attractive if 0.7 for female and 0.9 for male WHR. He is fit and healthy as well as attractive personality. In WHR, you take the smallest circumference of waist divided by circumference widest part of circumference of the hip. Next is somatotypes. Somatotypes of body classification. Somatotype, it is classifications of human body according to its shape and physics. W.H. Seltons classify the body according its size, shape and structures. He classified the body into three parts, that is endomorphic, mesomorphic and ectomorphic. These are the three body types according to W.H. Seltons, according to the shape and structure of the body. First is endomorphic. An endomorphic person is generally stocky with large round body, or the person has a pear-shaped body. He has a short neck, short arms, leg, wide hips and shoulders, wider from front rather than sideways, and lots of fat in his body, and he has tendency to store more fat. This endomorphic persons, that is fatty persons, has less. They are bad in physical fitness. They are poor athletes. They have less endurance, speed, flexibility, coordinative ability, but This fatty persons, this endomorphic persons are good in strength. They have more strength, more power. Therefore, they are good in activity like weightlifting. Okay, this is the mesomorphic. They have stocky. They have short height. Their they are wider from front, short neck, short hand, short leg, wider, etc. Mesomorphic means healthy persons. These are fit and healthy persons. A mesomorphic person soul is strong. Meso means strong. They are strong and healthy with broad muscular chest and shoulders, very muscular arms and legs, and little fat in their body. These mesomorphic persons, healthy persons, are medium in height, narrow hip, narrow from back then side to side. They are mesomorphic persons are a good athletes. They are good in strength, speed, coordinative ability, etc. They have average endurance and flexibility. These mesomorphic persons are approach good in all types of sports activity. Mesomorphic sustain low fat in their body, and they can easily gain or lose body weight. This is about the mesomorphic. And last, ectomorphic. Ectomorphic means lean and thin body. That is thin person. Ecto means thin. Ectomorphic individual is long, slender, thin, high forehead. Lean and thin persons. Endomorphic are lean and thin person, ekdam slim people. This recording chin, narrow shoulders, narrow hip, narrow chest, abdomen, thin arms and legs, litis or lean muscles, and very low fat in their body. These ectomorphic persons have less strength, they have less power. Therefore, they are not good for strong activity like weightlifting. But these ectomorphic persons have more flexibility, more endurance. Therefore, they are good in long distance running activity. Okay, they are good in long distance running activity. They have more endurance and flexibility. This is about the body. This is about the body, human body, according to the shape and its physics, according to the shape and structure. According to shape and structures, W.S. Sheldon classified the human body into three types: endomorphic, mesomorphic, ectomorphic. Endomorphic means fatty persons, mesomorphic means healthy person, and ectomorphic means lean and thin persons. Endomorphic, they have good strength, they are more powerful, they are good in weightlifting. Mesomorphic, they are healthy, they are good in across all game and sports. Ectomorphic are lean and thin, they have more flexibility, they have more endurance. Therefore, they are good in long distance running activity. Next is measurement of health related fitness. Health related fitness measurement, it is also known as anthropometric tools. Health related fitness measurement tools is also known as anthropometric tools. Like for measuring the height, we use stadiometers. For checking the weight, we use weighing machine. For checking the flexibility of a joint, we use flexometers. For bone length, we use bone calipers. For fat in our body, we use skin for calipers. To measure the strength, we use dynamometers. To measure the blood pressure, we use blood pressure apparatus. Blood sugars, we use glucometers. For chest beats, measure the chest beats, we use stethoscope. These are the some anthropometric tools. Look at here. This is stadiometers. This is stadiometers for measuring the height of a person's, weighing machine for measuring the weight. This is a flexometers for measuring the flexibility of a joint. This is bone calipers to measure the bone length. The skin for caliper to measure the bone. Dynamometers to measure the strength, etc. These are the some anthropometric tools to measure the body health related fitness. We have complete our 7th unit, test, measurement and evaluation. Test, it is an instrument. Test is an instrument or tools to obtain a data. Okay, test, it is an instrument or data used to obtain a data on specific trait or characteristic like weighing machine, stadiometers, flexometers, dynamometers. Measurement, it is the reading which we get from the test. For examples, it is always in number form. It is a raw score. For example, 50 kg, 50 centimeters. Evaluation is a subjective judgment, analyze of data. In evaluation, there are 2 steps. First, we make a comparison of data with some standard norms, and then we make a result. Interpretations, analyze, and subjective judgment based evaluation. It's a subjective judgment, making a judgment according to the interpretations and analyze of data which we get from the test. We analyze the data, that data which we get from the test. This is the test, measurement and evaluation.